Our coverage of PAX Prime 2015 is powered by HyperX. Check out their Cloud 2 headset down in the description below. Also, thank you to ASUS and Corsair. To start the ball rolling, we've got the Strafe Rgb. This is very similar to the actual original Strafe. If you want to see my video on that, click the card up here. But what's changed is, well, it's RGB. The backplate is no longer red because it wouldn't really work with RGB anymore. Now it's white and actually reflects more colors better, which is pretty cool. They've also gotten more brightness and vibrancy out of those LEDs. But what's really cool about this keyboard isn't actually necessarily those kind of things. It's a new switch that they're releasing with the keyboard called the MX Silent. The MX Silent is an exclusive Corsair switch from Cherry, which is, I think, exclusive to them for a while, maybe not forever. Well, the idea of the Silent is that it's based off of a red, but it has a reduced travel time. So instead of a 4mm travel distance, it now has a 3.7mm travel distance, but with the actuation point in the same spot, which is 2mm. So basically, you actuate at the same time, but you bottom out a little bit faster. So it should, and theoretically, be a faster experience. A lot of people say reds are for gaming, so maybe silents are even a little bit more for gaming. That's what you guys decide. Let me know later on when you try it after you get one of these on Twitter. Next up, we have the Scimitar Rgb Mouse. This is a 16.8 million color RGB mouse, similar to the keyboard we just checked out. And just like the keyboard, you can configure all of the colors to match your other peripherals through the Q software. The sensor in this thing is a 3988, which has 12,000 dpi, and that's actually based off the same sensor that was in the Saber Rgb, if you guys are familiar with that mouse. It has 12 macro buttons on the side, which is cool, and these macro buttons are Panasonic mechanical switches, which is actually also pretty badass. But a constant problem that people have with these MMO-styled mouse, or some people use these for MOBAs as well, is that it might be in the wrong position. So Corsair solved that problem, or addressed that problem, by making it so you can move this bank of keys up or back for a total travel distance of 8mm by using a hex screw that's on the bottom of the mouse. It also has a DPI indicator hidden just in front of that movable bank of macro keys, and the general construction of the mouse is actually very similar to other models of Corsair mice. If you're already a fan of the form factor, it's not going to be that different for you, which is probably a good thing. Next up is the Void series of headsets. These have some pretty cool new tech on it. So each one of the mics in this series has what's called info mic on the end of it. The front LED will basically tell you whether or not your mic is muted, which could be helpful depending on what activities you do at your computer throughout the day. And then the light on the back, there's not the back, just a little bit further back from the other one, will tell you some other stuff, like what EQ setting you're using, if your battery's running out, or if you're running Dolby or not, and it can change color and do some other stuff depending on that. There's also a Q control dial, which can change things like, it's a multifunction dial, so you can press it in to change your EQ, you can press and hold for Dolby toggle, so you can turn Dolby on or off, or you can move it up or down to change your volume, and you can also do that rapidly. If you hold it up, it will jump up to the top, or if you hold it down, it'll jump down to the bottom for a quick mute. There's actually 3 different models within the Void lineup. So starting at the top, we've got wireless at $150. That one has a 40-foot range of 2.4 gigahertz signal, which is pretty intense, and 16 hours of battery life, which is also a lot for a headset. Good to see. Jumping down from that, we have the USB one, which is about $100. That one's very similar to the wireless one, just not wireless. And then we have the stereo one. That's just a 3.5mm jack, costs $80, and actually has multi-platform support. So you can plug this into your phone, into your console, I guess, and into your PC. Thanks to HyperX for sending us to PAX Prime 2015 this year. You can check out their YouTube channel up in the cards area up here. You should be sure to subscribe. They have some really cool gaming content. Also, thank you to ASUS and Corsair for sending us here as well. If you want to see the products announced here at PAX Prime from all of these companies, check out that link in the video description down below.